Today I bring you the narrow 4-3-3, a three-striker system that will guarantee you a massive amount of goals. We're going to test this out with Chelsea Football Club, we're going to test it out with Dortmund, and we're also going to test this out with AZ Alkmaar. So we'll get straight to the results with Chelsea. Here we are looking at Chelsea Football Club's competitions this year. As you can see, unfortunately knocked out in the quarterfinals by Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, but we have went on to win the Emirates FA Cup, beating Newcastle United 3-0 in that final. Goals from Wesley Fofana, Nicholas Jackson and Benoit Badiashile, making it a convincing 3-0 victory in that final, as well as winning 3-0 in another cup final, the Europa Conference League. Nkunku, Jackson and Dewsbury Hall. We did leave it a bit late, but we ran out 3-0 comfortable winners there. If we actually take a look through the Conference League as a whole, we absolutely dominated throughout this, which, let's be real, we are Chelsea, we're expected to dominate. If we look, 6 wins, 38 goals scored, 9 goals against, finishing 18 points in the group stages. That meant in the round of 16 we went on and we beat Braga 5-1 in aggregate. The quarterfinals we beat Bologna 5-1 in aggregate. In the semi-finals we beat Salzburg 6-2 in aggregate, and as we saw, that led us to a 3-0 victory in the final against Fiorentina. And as well as that, we have won the Premier League. If we take a closer look, we can see we finished on 89 points, 4 above Tottenham. The surprise package is here. 28 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses, goal difference is 64. Take a look at some of the key numbers. We scored 104 goals this season while only conceding 40. I'm saying only 40, just over 1 per game, but still, we've scored 104. That's the main thing that matters. In terms of those goals, we've got Nkunku in third with 25 behind Isak and Haaland. In terms of the assists, we've got Reece James with 17, Nkunku with 17 and Cucurella with 16. Key passes, well, we've got Nkunku and Reece James both up among the top numbers there. Absolutely brilliant to see. And as we saw, if we look, 104 goals scored, 40 conceded. And as well, if we actually take a look at the Europa Conference League stats, team overview, we scored 66 goals across the season. Nearly 30 more than the team below us. And if we take a look at the player overview, in terms of goals, if we take a look here, we can see Nkunku got 14, Jackson and Datro Fofana both with 10, Cole Palmer with 8. In terms of the assists, Nkunku with 11, Reece James and Cucurella both with 8, and Enzo Fernandez with 7. In terms of the key passes, Reece James and Nkunku, again, some of the top performers here. And as we see, they are the top performers. With Christopher Nkunku bagging 44 goals and 33 assists across the season from only 47 starts. That is absolutely brilliant. That's 77 goal contributions across the season, which means he is by far the best player in Europe in this simulation. And another key man is the captain, Reece James. 4 goals and 27 assists across the season for a right back who is injury prone, and as you can see, he's actually injured at this moment in the simulation. It'll not tell me there how he's injured, but again, he's injured. But look at the assist numbers here. He has provided so much attacking threat in this formation, as has Cucurella on the left hand side with 2 goals and 20 assists. You will see later on exactly how the system plays out, and as you can see, you get a lot out of your fullbacks. When you look at the rest of the squad, we can see, as we saw, Nkunku 44 goals, Datro Fofana with 25, Palmer with 24, Nicholas Jackson with 22, Fofana, the other Fofana, Wesley with 13, Caicedo with 10, obviously Sterling's away on loan, and Enzo Fernandez with 10 goals and 11 assists. And the assists as well spread out. Nkunku, Reece James, Cucurella, Enzo, Caicedo and Romeo Lavia, all with double-digit numbers in the assists. If we look at the data hub, we will see we have been scoring 2.74 goals per game. You would maybe think it'd be more than that based on what we've seen, but it's been a phenomenal season for this Chelsea side. We've got a treble in the bag, scoring goals for fun. What more can you want? I said what more can you want, and we're looking at Dortmund now, and if we take a look, we can see here we have won the Champions League 2-0 against Liverpool. Sabitzer and Emre Can, the 2 central midfielders, scoring the goals in that final. Unfortunately, we knocked out in the 3rd round of the DFB Pokal by Leverkusen, but we've won the league here, so we've won a treble with Chelsea, we've won the double with Dortmund. In the Bundesliga, if we take a look at the table, 25 wins, 6 draws, 3 losses. 81 goals, the goal difference is plus 60. And in terms of the key metrics here, most goals, Dortmund 84. Fewest conceded, how are we doing here? We only conceded 24. That is an absolutely brilliant back line as well as forward line. In terms of player numbers, if we take a look at the goals, we can see Adeyemi with 11, not that high. realistically, 17 goals to the top scorer in the league is pretty poor, if I'm being perfectly honest, even if it is Harry Kane. In terms of assist numbers, we've got Jan Couto with 11, Adeyemi with 10, and Pascal Gross with 8 as well. And Jan Couto was the key man in this team with 6 goals and 17 assists for the Brazilian fullback. I have always said he is a must-pick-up fullback. If you're needing a fullback with that attacking threat, the numbers here prove it. He's got a couple of goals and he's banging in the assists as well. And the other key members of this squad are Adeyemi, still the young German, 13 goals, 13 assists, nowhere near as prolific as Nkunku was for Chelsea, but we've won a double. He's won a Champions League and he's helped us win a league trophy. So when we look at the whole squad, we can see not as many goals as Chelsea, but again, well spread out. If we take a look, if we go and scroll all the way down here, obviously missing out those two, we have 17 players have scored for us this season. That's absolutely phenomenal. In terms of assists, Jan Couto, Adeyemi, Gittins and Pascal Gross in the double digits. In terms of the data hub this time, if we look, 2.47 goals per game, conceding just a 0.71. So again, another very successful season. We've won the double with Dortmund. And lastly, we will go and look at how AZ Alkmaar have done in the Netherlands. And with AZ Alkmaar, we have won the Dutch Cup 1-0 against PSV Eindhoven thanks to Ruben van Bommel in the 67th minute to lift our first trophy for the Dutch club. And just like with Chelsea, we have dominated in Europe this season. 6 wins in our group, beating Zagreb 5-2 and 2-1, beating Ludogorets 3-0 and 5-2, and Apoel we managed to beat 6-2 and 4-1. So we have topped that group at ease, which meant we go into the round of 16 where we knocked out Fenerbahce 3-1, which is not an easy tie. Quarterfinals, we managed to put out Lyon 6-3 in aggregate. In the semi-finals, we managed to beat Lazio 7-2 across 2 legs, going a 4-1 battering at home. And as we can see, that has led us to a final, and we've beaten Spurs. An own goal from Udogie in the 35th minute, but then Denzel Cassius clinching it for us in the 90th minute after we missed a penalty early doors. But that doesn't matter. We have won 2 trophies with AZ Alkmaar. In the league we finished second, unfortunately here, 4 points behind Feyenoord. 23 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses, goal difference of 48, finished on 74 points. Brilliant season again all round. Most goals, as you'd expect from what we've seen already. AZ Alkmaar with 89, fewest conceded, we've conceded 41 across the 34, so kind of like Chelsea, conceded a wee bit more, but the goals make up for that. In terms of player overview, most goals we have Meerdink with 16, sitting as the 5th highest there. Most assists we have Seiya here with 8, so not as great individual performances here at AZ Alkmaar, but we've won a double and we've won 2 cups. But of everybody, Meerdink, the 21-year-old Dutchman, was the key man with 28 goals, 9 assists for him. Absolute breakout season for him here. A player you might want to keep your eye on if you are looking for a cheap striker in your size. As you can see, he's just valued between 10 to £12 million, so it could be a decent pickup. I'd never heard of him myself personally, but I might change that going forward. I might actually pick him up myself. And Seiya Maikuma, the 27-year-old Japanese right back. As we can see, 8 goals, 17 assists. The assists from the wide areas, the full-backs are insane in this tactic. If we take a look at the full squad statistics, we can see we've got Meerdink with 28 goals, Ruben van Bommel with 25, Poku with 16, and that's the only players in the double digits. But again, just like the other sides, look at the amount of players that are scoring goals. We've got loads of players scoring 4 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, and in the assists, again, very well spread out. We have Maikumu, Mijnans, Wolf, and Cassius all in double digits for assists, which means in the data hub, if we take a look, we can see 2.62 goals scored per game and 1.21 goals conceded, and that is another double with this tactic. So we've won a treble with Chelsea, scoring the most goals in the Conference League. We've scored the most goals in near enough everything we've played. If we actually look at the Europa League, did we look at this? I'm not sure if we did. Team goals, 45 goals in the Europa League for AZ Alkmaar. So there we go. This team guarantees goals, and I will show you exactly how this sets up and how you can get the best out of your forward line here, as we've seen with Christopher Nkunku, and your fullbacks, as we've seen with numerous fullbacks across the sides. So here we are, this is the meta 4-3-3 narrow formation that we've set up. As you can see, it's just a flat 4-3-3. We'll run through the team instructions, run through the player instructions as well. So we're going with the balance mentality. In possession, we are playing the ball narrow, we're passing into space, we're focusing plays on the left and the right, and we're underlapping. We've got the shorter passing directness, the tempo is slightly higher, and we are running at the defence. In the transition, we are counter-pressing, we are countering, we're distributing quickly. As you see with a lot of tactics, this is the way to play. And out of possession, we have the high press, the much higher defensive line, we are triggering the press much more often, preventing the short goalkeeper distribution, we're getting stuck in, and we are inviting crosses into the box. In terms of player roles, in goals we have a sweeper, keeper and defend just set to his normal instructions. On the right hand side, if you click edit, this is how you get the additional instructions. So if you can't download this tactic for whatever reason from the links down below, you can just pause the video at various points and take and tweak what you need. So the right back and the left back are the exact same, both fullbacks on attack, both cross from the byline, dribble more and stay wider. So because we have them dribbling more, staying wider and crossing the byline, they are going all the way up to the top and cutting the ball back. It is these cutbacks that are the reason that we are getting so many assists from these fullbacks. So again, left and right both the exact same. The centre backs, both ball playing defenders, both set to tackle harder. The three in the midfield, the one in the centre is a defensive midfielder on defend with tackle harder. Either side of him, we have two segundo volantes, both on attack, both move into channels, both tackle harder. And the three up front on the left hand side, we have the advanced forward on attack. In the middle, we have the complete forward and support with tackle harder. And on the right hand side, we have the advanced forward on attack with no additional instructions. If you want to see all the player roles here, you can pause the video and you'll get them here. But as you can see, this overloads the attack massively. The fullbacks will bomb on all the way. I'll not even let you put them there anymore. But if you have the two fullbacks up right at the top either side, and you have the two segundo volantes bombing forward, you then have just the ball playing defenders and the defensive midfielders sitting in front of the goalkeeper, and you essentially have 7 players bombing forward, attacking, and that's why we score so many goals. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like on the video, comment down below if you try this tactic, what other tactics you'd like to see me try, share the video around, and as always, subscribe, and I will catch you next time.